Unit 1 final project rubric to the teacher model that Miss Sheft created. So let's start at the top of historical thinking skills, and we're all aiming for a 3 out of 3. So this is the only column I'm going to focus on in this mini lesson about the Unit 1 final project. Is the student selected 3 unique skills from lessons 1.3 to 1.8. So if we just, scroll through, okay, we see Ms. Sheft has selected 1.3. We see Ms. Sheft has selected 1.6, which there's several parts to 1.6. We also see that Ms. Sheft has selected 1.8. So Ms. Sheft would earn a 3 out of 3 for this portion. Okay, next, quality of research, information, and facts. The 2 examples clearly support the historical thinking skill, and there is an analysis of each piece of evidence / example. The reporting is accurate and thoughtful. The reporting clearly shows quotes where someone else's ideas were included. Okay, so let's work our way backwards. So for 1.8, we have an example of impact of ideas and beliefs and a desire for power. Okay, so there's 2 examples of that skill. For 1.6, we see that Ms. Sheft is using the Cuban Missile Crisis to contextualize a historical event, and as a first example, and then the second example is the fall of the Berlin Wall to contextualize an event. So there's 2 examples. And then we have a primary source of the sinews of peace, the Cold War. So there we see, this is one example of identifying a primary source and secondary source, Sinews of Peace, and then this book, The Cold War. And then our second primary source is this mural, which I just have 2 slides about it. And then our secondary source is this movie, Goodbye Lenin. So that's 2 examples of each skill. All evidence to show historical thinking skills clearly cited with a hyperlink. So you'll see throughout all of my slides that I have hyperlinks. If there's only one hyperlink, it's because I got all of my information from one place. The cool thing about saving something as a PDF is that you can still access easily the hyperlinks. So you can look through this more closely, but there is clearly a hyperlink for every little piece that I use that's not my own original ideas. Quality of organization. The 2 pieces of evidence and analysis are clearly organized. The information is organized by each historical thinking skill they selected. Evidence and examples are easily observed. Student included plenty of supporting information, so on and so forth. So I have everything, organized on either one side or multiple sides that go up to wherever it is that each skill sort of ends, that it's in order, that I have why did Berlin fall in 1989 in Berlin, Germany as the last slide in this sort of series of contextualizing the fall of the Berlin Wall, starting with when to where to what led to it, and then that final contextualized question. So again, we would get full credit. Quality of graphics. We can just scroll through and see there's tons of pictures in here. I'm requiring that you use at least 4. Should be very easy to get at least 4. I tried to select graphics that illustrated either what I was saying on that page or, like specifics from an event, just to make it really clear to whoever's looking at it, what it would look like. And then I consider this last identification part, this is the easiest 3 points you'll ever earn, is that you wrote your name, cohort, and date on their work. So let's go back to our title slide, and you can see I've written my name, my cohort, and the date. So in this case, this would tally up to 21 out of 21, a 100 on our Unit 1 final project. Okay, go for it.